Hello, so in this video we're going to be looking at algebraic division. This is useful in solving cubics and higher order equations. Now, it can be a little bit messy and people don't like it, and the main reason people don't like it is because you haven't actually learned how to do long division. So you jump into long division when you're doing algebraic long division. So we're going to start this video by going over the basic method of doing a normal long division question. Okay, so many of you will have learned how to do this by just using the remainders which you fit in up here without writing this down in full. But when you come to do the algebraic type, you just need to write it out because otherwise it's just all too complicated. So we've got this sum here. We've got 57,982 divided by 16. So you put it in, we used to call it the bus stop, but anyway, we put it in here. So we're dividing by the 16, and this is the number to be divided by. Now we start off and say how many 16 fit into 5, and actually no 15s fit into 5. And I think when you first learned division, you might have even put a 0 up here. So then you move along and you use the 57. So how many 16s fit into 57? And we want the whole number of 16s. So how many total full numbers of 16s can fit into 57? Well, as 3 times 16 is 48. We can't fit another 16 in. The answer is 3. So we write that 3 up here. And we write down the answer to the sum, 3 times 16, here. Okay, then we subtract the 2. 57 take away 48 gives us 9, so we have a 9 remainder. But we haven't finished the sum because there's more to bring down. So we bring down the next number, and in this case it's a 9, giving us 99. So then we want to say how many full whole 16s fit into 99, as 6 times 16 is 96, which we write here. We want 6, so now we want 6 16, so we write our 6 up there. So then we do the subtraction again. 99 take away 96 gives us 3. We're not yet finished, there's more to bring down, so we bring down the 8. And then we say how many 16s fit into 38. We should know it's 2. 2 times 16 is 32, so we write our 32 here and our 2 up here. And then we say, so then we do the subtraction. 38 take away 32 will give us 6. Then we bring down our last number. So now we've got 62. How many 16s fit into 62? The answer, whole 16s, is 3. And we put our 3 up here. And so 3 times 16 is 48. Write that here. And then we take 62, take away 48, leaves us 14. And as that's smaller now than 16, we can't carry on. So we have this remainder 14. So we can write that the answer to our sum is 3,623, remainder 14, or as this 14 still has to be divided by 16, another way of writing division is with a fraction. We can write 3,623 and 14 16ths. That could obviously be cancelled down. Okay, so now let's try our algebraic division. So it's the same thing, but the thing we're dividing by is over here. And then we're going to divide this expression here. So we start, how many x minus 1s fit into x cubed? So what we do really is we look at the leading term, the biggest number. So what would I multiply x by to get to x cubed? If I multiply x by x squared, I will get x cubed. So I've got x, but I need to multiply all of it. So I've got x cubed minus x squared. So once I have that, I then subtract. And what we're trying to do is make sure this first term here disappears. So x cubed minus x cubed goes to nothing, and then I've got minus 2x squared minus x squared. That's plus, leaves me minus x squared. So just before, that's like our remainder. And then we bring down the next number. So the next number is 3x. So again, we look at this, we look at our leading term here and say, how many of these can I fit into my minus x squared? So focus just on that x. What would I have to multiply that x to get minus x squared? I multiply it by a minus x, because minus x times x will give me minus x squared. But of course, I've got to also multiply my minus 1, so that's minus minus plus x times 1 gives me x. So I take it away, and if I've done it correctly, this bit here should disappear, should be exactly the same. And then I've got 3x minus x leaves me 2x. So now I bring down my next term. And then I've got 2x plus 2. And so how many x minus 1s fit into 2x plus 2? Look at the leading term. What do I multiply this by so that this first column here will disappear? I'm going to multiply it by 2. So I multiply my 2 times x, gives me my 2x, but I must also multiply my minus 1. So I got 2x minus 2. So then I subtract again, happy that this bit disappears, and 2 take away minus 2 gives me 4. And this is my remainder. So my answer then is given by this, x squared minus x plus 2, with the remainder fraction of 4 over x minus 1. Okay, these will take a little bit of practice. I just want you to note one thing, that if you get something like this, where one of the powers of x is missing, so your, oh, actually, I wanted that to be x squared there we go. So your x is missing, you need to add the 0x in, okay, so that when you bring that down, you bring it down like that. Okay, I hope that's clear.